Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Will, and I'm back with another quick video. And today I'm gonna show you some footage of some of my favorite performances from Shaky Knees Music Festival, which in my opinion is the best music festival from here in the city of Atlanta, which might be because it's pretty much dedicated to rock and roll music. Let me show you real quick the flyer of this year's festival. As you can see, it took place back in May 12 to 14 of this year in 2017. And yeah, like I said, it's pretty much just indie rock, punk, and rock and roll bands. So if you're into rock and roll, you go to Shaky Knees Music Festival. And if you're not, you go to Shaky Beats, which is the other music festival that they organized a week before Shaky Knees, that is pretty much dedicated to electronic music, hip hop, and rap. So if you're into that kind of music, you go to Shaky Beats. If you're into rock and roll, you go to Shaky Knees. Or if you're into both, you go to both of the music festivals. But anyways, it's really cool if you are into indie rock like myself, because you can have a really great time at Shaky Knees usually. And another thing that's really cool about Shaky Knees is that even though if you're not that much into the main headliners of the festival, you can still have a great time. Just go to some of the smaller stages, or just go see some of the smaller bands, and most of them are going to be really great anyways, because they usually do a great job at selecting some of the bands that play at Shaky Knees every year. And as you can see right there, some of the headliners were bands like the XX, LCD Sound System, Phoenix, Cage the Elephant, Pixies, which I showed you the footage of Pixies playing at Shaky Knees this year in one of my last videos, so check that out. And the Shins, Nick Murphy. Some other bands playing at Shaky Knees this year were Third Eye Blind, Portugal the Man, Moon Taxi, Dr. Dog, Catfish and the Bottleman, Bleachers, Shovels on Rope, Fiddler, which is a great punk rock band, Wolf Parade, Warpaint, put out a great show, Car Seat Headrest, and Cloud Nothings and Twin Peaks. Just some of the bands playing at Shaky Knees. So yeah, had a great time at Shaky Knees. Again, I wasn't really that much into some of the main headliners because I didn't really like much the XX or LCD Sound System. But either way, I went to some of the smaller stages and I had a great time with some of the less popular bands, I guess. So yeah, I wanted to put together a video to just show you some of the bands that really caught my attention during Shaky Knees. And let's go ahead and get started with a band called The Record Company. Let's check out some clips. Alright, so that was The Record Company playing live at Shaky Knees here in Atlanta. And as you saw in the video, a really great blues rock band, and a great start to day 2 of Shaky Knees Music Festival. Alright, the next band that I wanted to show you is a duo from South Carolina, and it's a band called Shovels and Rope. And I did check them out, or I checked out a few clips online before going to see them at Shaky Knees. And after seeing those clips, I knew that I had to go see them or check out their set, because they look like they would be really fun, and they have a very unique style of music. They describe them as folk rock or alternative country music. What's really cool about this band is that the band members, they exchange places when they're playing some of the songs. So they might be playing the guitar in some of the songs, and then the band member switches into the drums in the next song, which I don't know why, but I thought that was really cool. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out some clips. All right. Up next, I went to to one of the smaller, or actually the smallest stage at Shaky Knees, to check out a band called Fantastic Negrito, which I honestly did not know anything about this band before going to see them at Shaky Knees, and they really blew me away. Blues rock again, with a really charismatic frontman. Let's check out the clips. Alright, so before moving on to the next band, I wanted to give a quick shout out to a band called Fiddler. It's a punk rock band, and they also played at Shaky Knees, and they kicked ass. They, in my opinion, one of the best sets at the music festival. Unfortunately, for some reason, I didn't get any clips from them playing, but I'll put a link here in the description so you can go ahead and check out some of their music, because they were really fun. Alright, let's move on to the next band, and it's a band called Warpaint. And honestly, this is a band that I have been listening to for the last year or so. I did check out their last album, and initially I didn't get that much into them, but the more I hear about them, or the more I hear their music, the more I get into them. And once I heard the full set at Shaky Knees, I was completely hooked. So yeah, that was Warpaint playing live at Shaky Knees, and they kicked ass. They did a great job at Shaky Knees. I was completely hooked after their set, and I'm probably gonna try to find their latest album, which got really good reviews last year, but for some reason I didn't get it last year. I'm gonna try to find it sometime soon, at least on CD, because as you saw in the clips, they did a fantastic job here at Shaky Knees. And in my opinion, the third best performance was Warpaint of the music festival. The best performance, in my opinion, was the Pixies. You heard me talk about them in one of my last videos. And the second best performance is the artist that I was going to talk about next, which is the one and only Ryan Adams. So yeah, that was Ryan Adams putting a really fun show here at Shaky Knees. He kind of started his set by making a little bit of fun of the people that were at a different stage close by watching the Shins end their set before the set of Ryan Adams, and he was just making some fun of them before the people were moving from one stage to another, and the whole show was excellent. He played most of the hits that he had, lots of songs from the new album called Prisoner, which is another fantastic album that he has put out this year. And what can you expect from a guy that has been pretty much putting out consistently good music for the last 10 years or more? Really great set. Let's check out some more clips. Alright, so that was Ryan Adams and his set here at Shaky Knees, and another great time at the Music Festival. In my opinion, one of the best music festivals out there. They always put out some great bands at Shaky Knees, and all I have to say is if you ever come to Atlanta during the summer, try to come during the Shaky Knees weekend, because again, it's one of the best music festivals out there. Always some great bands. I'm gonna leave you with some more clips of Ryan Adams playing at the Music Festival. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.
And the man